Hey, thanks for joining me today. My name's Tony Petrill. I'm the Vice President of Sales with Legal Shield, and I really appreciate you taking a little bit of time so that I can talk to you about retention. Retention is one of the biggest parts about our business. Obviously, with Legal Shield, the more people you help, the more money you make. It's a great business philosophy. And the more sales that you make, the more retention you have, the more money you keep. We want to make sure that our members are satisfied, that they're happy with our service. We're putting things in place, obviously, for that. We've been strong for 40 years. And now we want to make sure that you keep the business on the books. We want to make sure that they use the membership. We want to make sure that you actually know about our service when you're marketing the plan to them. I'm going to give you 5 simple tips for you to increase retention. The first one is this: sell the membership in person. Be face-to-face with that person. Give them time to build a relationship with them. Give them a little bit of time to absorb what you're saying. Don't oversell this product. But when you're in person, we found that retention is much better when you're in person marketing our services. And when you can give them the personal examples and testimonies of how you used it, it comes across better when it's in person. The retention is much better statistically than it is online. So the first thing is to market the membership in person. I found that if you walk into someone's store, or if you just kind of pop in on them, that doesn't usually give you enough time, a good scenario, a good setting for you to go face-to-face and market the membership. But if you set an appointment with someone, if you've taken the time to say, carve a little bit, 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of your day for me to show you something that might be a big blessing for you, save you money, save you time, then you've got their undivided attention, and face-to-face is much better. And the second tip is to market the right membership to them. Sell them the right plan. We've got the standard plan, the expanded plan. Of course, if you're with a small business owner, that may be an option, the home-based business rider, all of our different plans that we have out there. But sell the right plan to them. Some people are on fixed incomes. They may not be able to afford the plan that I own, with everything attached to it, including my children on the Identity Theft Shield and everything that comes with that. I just want to make sure that you think, what is there, meet them where they are. What do they need? What's their budget? Don't oversell this product to them. Make sure that you get them the plan that they need. If someone, I've sold 6,000 memberships, and the vast majority of those were the standard plan. And that just speaks to the fact that, and of course with #1 retention in the company last year, it speaks to the fact that people like to stay within budget, and so sell them the right plan that fits their budget. When you're marketing the membership, the third tip I'm going to give you is to use a bank draft. One thing I know about credit cards, they expire. The other thing I know about credit cards is that they have limits. Bank accounts don't have those two things. So please, bank draft, the retention statistics are much better on bank drafts. Take a look at that. It's usually the best way for them to pay for our service. It's much easier for them to think about it. They don't have to worry about a debit card or a credit card expiring. So bank drafts is way better. Bank drafts are way better. So that's what? Let's think about it. Sell it in person, sell the right plan, use a bank draft, and then give them examples. When you're marketing this service, give them everyday examples. I'll give you an example of some examples. Here we go. If you call the law firm and you have a question about the neighbor or the city tore up your front yard, they said that they were going to put in new grass, but that's not there anymore. You have a problem with the neighbor with the property line, the noise, the dog barking, that ugly blue truck that's in front of the house. You've got a challenge with the cell phone company, the cable company. You've got something going on with your kid at school. They sent your child home from school. You got a letter from the school. You got a letter from the condo association, from the homeowners association, from the IRS. There's something on your credit that should have been gone a long time ago. You need help with debt consolidation. Maybe an attorney to write a letter or make a phone call for you where you get what? Maybe $100 down and $50 a month to consolidate this debt. That's a big reason for people calling in today. Refinance, loan modification, short sale, foreclosure questions. Just give them everyday examples of how they can use this. Maybe they're taking care of their parents now. They need to know what their rights are in terms of power of attorney. Maybe they need to get their will done. Maybe they have teenage drivers and you need to mention that to them. Maybe they own a small business. Use the membership, or point out how they can use the membership with everyday examples. That is, to me, that is one of the biggest parts of this whole puzzle to put together. And if you keep it simple with your testimony and everyday examples, then it's going to speak volumes and people will understand what you're saying. And of course, finally, don't oversell the service. Our service is great. We've got a book called In Your Own Words that you can get that has testimonies from our members. Now, I own a car, I own a refrigerator, and this is the greatest refrigerator I've ever had. And I've got the best car now. I like this car more than any other car I've ever owned, but I just haven't felt compelled to write the refrigerator company and tell them how good my refrigerator is, or that this car is that good. But for some reason, every day at Legal Shield, we get letters, emails, phone calls from people giving us praise, saying, you helped me with this, you helped me with that. You don't have to oversell the product. It sells itself. You give these everyday examples. You give your own testimony story. You go ahead and let them know that they're going to get a call back from the provider law firm within 8 business hours. And when they get a call back sooner, that just over-delivered. You didn't oversell it. So keep it within reason. Understand that there's a lot of things that would be covered. There's some things that would be covered under the discounted rate. So with those tips in mind, I hope that you keep retention, because we know it's not what you sell, it's what you keep. And with the philosophy of one band, one sound, and all the aspects of Legal Shield, from direct sales, business to business, networking, and everything that comes in between, you've got a great opportunity to help more people make more money. And with retention, you keep the money. Have a great day.